James Cook, Nyheim Hines, both under 200 pounds, both known to be receiving type running backs. How beneficial would it be if the Buffalo Bills added a different punch to this running back room for 2023, added a little bit more beef to this running back room, and the proof is there that Brandon Beane is definitely seeking that. Hey, Bills Mafia, welcome here to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. We got to discuss the free agents, potential free agent signings by the Buffalo Bills here, and why I believe there is a flawless fit for Bills Mafia, as well as their own guy, Devin Singletary. I mean, Devin Singletary is said to be making roughly a market value of $5.5 million hitting free agency. I mean, he got drafted by the Buffalo Bills. He's proved to be a dual-purpose back, running it, receiving it. He can pass block. But the thing with Devin Singletary to me is that he just lacks that overall size, right? He's just over 200 pounds. He's listed at 205. I mean, I would say he's probably 200 pounds. So when you look at these three backs, I think the Buffalo Bills would definitely benefit from adding just like a 6 foot, 220, 230 pound back that can plow guys in there. Devin Singletary, the value that he has with the Bills is knowing this offense. So does Brandon Beane put a higher value on Devin Singletary than other teams because he knows how complicated this offense is to learn? And Devin Singletary could be a plug and play. He understands it. Now, who knows? Devin Singletary has definitely averaged a decent amount of yards per game since he's come into the NFL. He's 25. And again, $5.5 million market value there. Some other guys. So we have to explore it via free agency and also NFL draft. Brandon Beane always states to use free agency to fill holes so that you're not stretching in the NFL draft. And it makes sense that we took out Bijan Robinson and Roschon Johnson out to dinner the other day to explore our options there. And I really think if Bijan's there in the draft or Roschon later in the draft, makes a lot of sense if we don't land this perfect free agent. Now, Deontay Foreman, it was said to be a potential signing for the Buffalo Bills. And it does make sense. Now, he is the cheapest option. You know, he has a market value about $3.4 million. And the reason being is just because he doesn't have a lot of game experience. He has flashed at times, but 40 games he's only played in his career. And I checked it out. He has to be on track with Devin Singletary. He has to average 60 yards per game to get to the next level of Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary started in roughly just a little bit over 60 games in his career. And so throughout 20 games, he's going to have to average, Foreman, he's going to have to average more than 60 yards per game. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. And when you look at Jamal Williams, my top free agent for Bills Mafia here, 17 touchdowns last season in 2022. Devin Singletary, he has 16 career touchdowns. You know, what was the problem that the Buffalo Bills had last year? It was scoring touchdowns in the red zone. And that is the size factor with Devin Singletary, not be able to plow guys over, get up those hard-earned yards to get into the goal line, right? Jamal Williams is the perfect free agent signing for the Buffalo Bills. He's got a fun personality. He would fit right in here. I think he would be an absolute dynamite fit for the Bills. And check this out. He's actually said to make a little bit less money than Devin Singletary. He's said to have a market value about $4.5 million, which is roughly $1 million less than Devin Singletary. Jamal Williams not only fits the Buffalo Bills better than Devin Singletary, but he would also be $1 million cheaper than Devin Singletary. So it's really, really interesting to see. Now, Devin Singletary, the reason why he's getting such a high market value is because he is a year younger. He's played in a lot less games, 30 less games than Jamal Williams, right? And during that same duration, so the next 30 games for Devin Singletary, all he has to do is average more than 17 yards a game to be on track or beat Jamal Williams in total career yards. Now, the touchdown factor I already mentioned, that's a huge deal. Teams could very well look at that and say, hey, look, you know, Jamal Williams, he's a touchdown machine. But right now, the Buffalo Bills would benefit from that style of a running back. Jamal Williams is 6 foot, 230 pounds, power style type back. There's interest there. Foreman, huge, bigger style back, 230 pound you in the face type back. I think these are the first options for the Buffalo Bills, these potential free agents. If we can't get Devin Singletary, if we cannot get Jamal Williams, and we cannot get Foreman, I'm definitely looking at the NFL draft to try and find someone else. There aren't really a lot more options, I don't think, for Bills Mafia and the free agents. Now, a lot of people are discussing a potential trade with Derrick Henry. We have not seen Brandon Beane trade for a player with only 1 year left on their contract, plus the cost to give up to get a player like Derrick Henry and his salary cap. He's going to be making $10.5 million this year, plus the Tennessee Titans have about $10 million in dead cap space, but they can spread that out between this year and next year. So it's really only $5 million this year, $5 million next year. The thing is, the Buffalo Bills would definitely have to give up a lot of picks for a player like Derrick Henry. And the other thought here is that Derrick Henry really was under a scheme and a style where it was a run-first offense. They had offensive linemen that were run blockers, and they really catered to him. But the more I think about it, the more it really does kind of make sense. You could actually bring him in here for relatively cheap for that first year, but risk losing him the next year. I don't know if Brandon Beane is going to be willing to do something like that. But again, Rashawn Johnson in the NFL draft is absolutely huge. He's definitely my favorite. A lot of people are comparing him to Derrick Henry. He's 6 foot, 230 pounds. He played quarterback and used them in Wildcat. I think that could be an added element with Ken Dorsey in this offense this upcoming year. But again, Jamal Williams, Buffalo Bills, $4.5 million for Jamal Williams, 17 rushing touchdowns last season. Devin Singletary's only had 16 rushing touchdowns in his career. Plus, Jamal Williams can catch it. Maybe not a great receiving back, but we don't need it because we have James Cook. We have Nyheim Hines to do that. We need a power back to slug teams in the face, to punch it in there, right? Come on, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this video. If you guys want to hear more about the running back situation and the free agents, let me know. Make sure you hit like, subscribe for future content. Man, I'm loving Jamal Williams. I think he is definitely the top pick for Bills Mafia. Actually, let me know who your top free agent pick is in the comments below. Jamal Williams, Devin Singletary, Foreman. I want to hear from you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit like, subscribe. Check you guys soon. Go Bills. Peace.